Hello everybody, I'm Tom and you are watching me play Vampyr. In the last episode we did a bunch of side questing. Also, my voice should be good now. I'm pretty much over my sickness, which is great. It lasted a very long time, about a week, so I'm over that now, so my voice should be pretty much back to normal, which I'm happy about. But last episode we did a bunch of side questing, so at this point all we really have to do is go and clear out this here, which is the main quest of this area. And I don't anticipate much else popping up along the way. I think we're pretty close to good. We also did some exploring in the last couple of episodes, so I've explored pretty much the entirety of the map except for this little area up here is the only place I haven't been. Also there was, up here, there was like a place to a weird underground hideout or whatever, which was guarded by a vampire. So I'm thinking maybe there's like a resistance of vampires up here or something, but I'm assuming the story will take us there. If it doesn't, I'll try and remember to go back and investigate. But down here...
Leech spotted! Watch out, boys!
I'm gonna eat these people, apparently, is what I'm gonna do. Ow. That was close.
Die, vermin! He's dead!
And that was sloppy, but, you know, probably not too bad in the grand scheme of things. Where am I going? The wrong way. Good to know. Locked.
I cannot enter.
Won't open from this side, so that's my way out of wherever I'm going, I guess.
I have this thirst for blood.
Someone in there, I can see. This, by the way, is the second source of the epidemic that we're finding.
This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
Interesting. Driven by rage as opposed to hunger? May have some kind of meaning, but on the other hand, I mean, possibly just a ravenous vampire. Ripping to and fro out of rage is possible, I suppose. There's a lot of blood. I want to just keep running through this place, because I want to... The Algion, Edmund Rostand, Doris Fletcher. She's an actor, I guess. Or an actress. So it would seem... It's another
He
dead
had
person.
his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out.
Yeah.
He was a victim of brutal torture.
That's torture. You don't remove someone's eyes and... interesting. Reflection's kind of working. You don't remove someone's tongue and eyes unless there's reason behind that. Once again, I'm gonna keep looting because I'm kind of vaguely looking for braille pieces. It's like a side quest I have, and I have no idea where they would be, so I'm kind of... Wait, were they killed by Prewin?
This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
Wait, were they vampires killed by the Prewin? Is that what this is? Maybe. Or is that Prewin just outside? They might be outside. There's someone in here. He's still alive. Or she, perhaps. Infected.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent.
Interesting. The vomit there does some significant fucking damage. Oh fuck. Could be my death. I healed at the right time there. Whew. That was a thing. Information. Right there, presumably. A letter from Fletcher Acting School. Dear Elsa, it's with greatest joy that I confirm with this letter your acceptance as a private student into my acting school. The little scene you had the kindness to perform for me last week convinced me that you have what it takes to be a real actress. Wit, stature, and courage. As a private student, excuse me, you'll receive my personal training and coaching. During these intense sessions, you'll be invited to stay at the school since I strongly believe in total immersion to exposure and full potential of my students. So please, remember to bring night attire and anything you may need to spend a week at my school. Yours sincerely, Doris Fletcher.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher Acting School.
Interesting. So we're gonna go find ourselves this theatre. Or the school, one or the other, I suppose. Once again, I'm gonna loot the hell out of this place, because loot is good. I did that without dying, which is good. Most of these, like, story points, I've actually died in, like, all of them. So I'm glad, at least once. So I'm glad I've hit the point where I'm no longer dying every time I try and do one of these fights, but...
Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
Indeed, which is here, apparently. Also, Lady Ashbury has something to say. And I think that's it. So we need to go talk to Ashbury and then head to this acting school, which are both in pretty much the same direction, so that's something. This way? I think this should lead me... Right? Yeah. I'm going the right way, it's fine. I got slightly discombobulated because I was running... I've never run back in that direction, so it looked slightly different. Weird, I hear banging. I think it's on the other side of the building. It's just the audio is going a bit weird. So, this way, right? And we should be able to run straight through and see Ashbury and then head back up and to the left. Yeah, cool. Easy. This is one of the better shortcuts. Takes me exactly to Ashbury's place, which is cool. And I think I can get there without actually fighting anyone as well, which is also nice. I have 3,000 experience. 3,600 in fact, that's not insignificant. I'm gonna just keep pushing story though, because I'm interested. Yeah, yoink that. Go to Ashbury's place. Alright, we're back. I guess she's upstairs? There's probably a fair amount I have to talk to her about actually, because we like met up with the Ascalon Club, all that kind of stuff. We did some shit in here. Yes, hello.
Good evening, Johnathan. How are you?
I'm still investigating from inside the Ascalon Club. Can we talk?
Of course, my dear.
New type of skull.
I have investigated new sources of infection, and I may have found a new type of skull. One suffering from heavy mutations that is extremely contagious.
Scowls come in various forms, you know. They are simply degenerate versions of their makers.
I believe these families are different, and I'm currently pursuing a lead. I know I can find the true source of contagion by finding who created these creatures.
That would be great news. Be very careful, my dear, when dealing with such creatures.
Very true. About your paintings.
There are many paintings adorning the walls here.
Yes?
Did you paint them?
No, my dear. But some of them. I have had a long time to learn from the best. I'm currently working on what could be my greatest masterpiece.
Interesting.
What is this masterpiece?
Your portrait, my dear Johnathan. It will be my gift to you, if I ever have time to finish it.
Have you met any famous painters?
Are you trying to divine my age by cross-checking historical dates? my dear? That's a devious parlor trick.
Well, Elizabeth, I tried my best. Don't I deserve some reward at least?
Well, if you must know, I even posed for the greats. Now that you know it, you may recognize me when visiting museums.
I wonder if they actually base the character model off anyone from any particular paintings. I don't know a whole lot about art history, so I wouldn't be the best one to ask about it, but it would be interesting if they did. It was funny there too that she came up with the fact that she was trying to define age, because I didn't actually think that's what Johnathan was doing, but that's entirely what I was doing.
How is your investigation going?
I have decided to explore beyond the dictates of reason.
What do you mean?
You may on occasion find this house closed when you visit me. If so, it is because I have gone undercover. Sort of.
Who are you going to surveil? I hope you're not considering spying on McCullum or the Guard of Prewan.
No. I intend to ask a few questions in parts of town I rarely venture into. Dirty places where a delicate lady like myself should never be seen.
When will you return?
As soon as possible. And I don't intend to stay away for long.
Interesting.
Goodbye, my dearest.
Goodbye, my beloved.
I guess that's our portrait. Interesting way that they kind of farewelled each other. I was going to say greeted, but it's literally the opposite word that I wanted. The way that they said farewell to each other, it seems that they're developing more of a rapport than it even feels like I'm putting into it. We'll see. Well, that was a thing. Further this way by the look of it? Indeed, not by far.
It's locked.
Interesting. I guess I get in through the back, would be my guess. Then again, maybe not. Probably here, right?
Not a safe place. Right now, sir.
There's an open window on the second floor. I should be able to get in through that.
Cool. I managed to sneak my way through there. Wait, where is this open window? Oh, there. We may be out-leveled at this point, because the previous guy was level 28, and I'm level 22. But we'll see, I suppose. These loading screens are starting to take a while in this game for some reason. Suicide note, interesting. I can't stand the pain anymore. It's like my entire body is breaking apart since that bitch infected me. For days now, she keeps hiding in her room, giving orders through little written notes, and only rehearsing at night. I witnessed one of her so-called rehearsals. She walks on stage, angry and hateful, spitting and whining about her fading beauty. The bitch is infected, rotten to the core. She plans to infect everyone in this place, and then everyone in London. Her next play is not before December, and at this time, all the theatre's employees will be her obedient minions, forced to serve her evil machinations. I'm sure she's found a way to corrupt our food or the water. Since we all started to get ill and change after the meal she arranged for us last Monday. I want whoever finds this note to know that I only killed myself to escape the living hell that this place has become. May God have mercy on me and my immortal soul, since I refuse to be an accomplice to this devilry. Interesting. So she's seems to be intentionally affecting people.
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen. You can but lower your head, fit only to smirk at her.
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
Yeah, level 28 is what everything is around here. Having said that, as long as we're one-on-one, I'm pretty good. She didn't explode.
Alas, poor Doris. I knew her well. And many can testify to her kindness and beauty. For now she hides in shadow, ugly as sin. But when you burn and die, she will rise and be queen again.
Interesting. Is she monologuing about herself though, or is she... Woe to nations of hypocrites. Hands the tall queen. Interesting. Old Doris Fletcher's diary. London, 17th of August, 1918. I saw her in the flesh, the witch from my childhood nightmares. The bitch that tortured me for years. I saw her and I shivered. Her voice, her face. I knew she was in that hospital. I knew she was sick, and I wanted to witness her suffering. I may have reinvented myself, become a famous actress, erase those wicked years from my memory. I can't forget I'm her daughter. When I saw her frail body in that small bed, suffering, sick, defeated, I had to hide my tears for she was looking at me. She recognized me. She saw the hate in my eyes, and she smiled. My pale corpse of a mother, and the worst thing was I felt no satisfaction seeing her in so much pain. The worst was not the sudden remembering of the beatings and the abuses, no, the worst was to recognize the hate I felt in my heart when she looked at me, for it was the same hate I saw in hers. For in the end, I can't escape being her daughter. We are the same, my mother and I. It's a shame, but probably all too often what happens. Hate begets hate, as it were. The Man Who Was Dead, Doris Fletcher and Archer Knoll and Simon Bells.
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands
I think she's
the
repeating.
tall queen.
I've heard that before.
You can but lower your head, fit only to smirk at her soiled feet.
Interesting.
Alas, poor Doris, I knew her. Who are you? You who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you, but I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be.
Interesting.
Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish. My blade, arise and save your queen, my slaves. Ah! Ha! Touché, sir. Ha! I smell your fear. On guard. Your blood will. Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of she whose beauty was once renowned. Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate? Ha! Touché, sir.
Oh shit. That can't be good. That poison was insane, the amount of damage that was doing. I think that'll probably give me a relatively good spawn point though, and it doesn't seem insanely hard. Having said that, I had to focus pretty much. I wasn't talking at all through that. Also, I was really intrigued by the dialogue she was having. It's this weird kind of illusion of grandeur she seems to have.
On guard!
Fucking hell.
Your hand is shaking. Whoa, at my Your blood will be mine! I smell your fear! Ha! Ha, ha, ha. Your hand is Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of she who was once renowned. Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate? My blade! Ha! 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 My children, my beloved.
I think I did it.
Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher, the greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell. Ah! Ah! Ah!
It's a hell of a way to go out.
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum!
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that Skal infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I've put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reid. But I'll let you go. For now.
Why, I wonder?
I should probably leave the theater right now. The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection while I continue my research during the Great Hunt.
Indeed. It's interesting that McCallum let us go there. I wonder why. Huh. Because we killed her? Or allowed her to die, or like forced her to die, I guess, and he saw that? Maybe. Interesting nonetheless.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
He's not wrong. I need to go down and to the left if I can pull it off.
So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin.
There's one of them!
Very disturbing.
One of them! Let's pin it down! Watch yourself! He's dead!
Oh fuck, don't die now. Fuck. Holy shit. Reports all the grove-ways about Doris Fletcher, sure. There's also Dr. Swansea I can talk to. I need blood. Badly. I also need to level up badly, because that was level 28, so anything else is going to be higher. I want to talk to Redgrave first, though, because he may give me, like, a bunch of experience by doing so. I'm already over on this episode by the amount of times I died, if I would have to guess. Wait, who the hell was that? Kimura Taido. You're the guy I saved, right?
We meet again, Mr. Kimura, in a more peaceful situation.
Dr. Reid, still visiting London by night?
We must both be nocturnal animals, you and I. After your captivity, I thought you'd be more cautious.
Breathing the cold night air helps calm my mind, sir. I've had the most frightening nightmares since I escaped that filthy jail.
Tell me about the neighborhood.
How is the situation in the West End?
I've heard rumors about armed men patrolling and fighting infected citizens in these very streets. I was lucky they didn't shoot me when I was abducted.
May I ask you what you do for a living, Mr. Kimura?
I was a landlord. A wealthy one. And not a very kind one, I realized recently.
Why this sudden epiphany? Is it because of your near-death experience?
I was already feeling nostalgic about Weymouth, my hometown. With recent events, I'm thinking about going back there.
Interesting. Tato is a rich landlord who is nostalgic about his hometown. Okay, fair enough.
What can you tell me about your abduction?
If you really want to know, I was locked in that building for 3 or 4 days. My jailer was insane, mumbling about sacrifice and voices.
And why didn't he sacrifice you?
That was the weirdest part. He claimed to spill blood was not enough. It had to be done when some stars were aligned.
Which stars?
That's the whole point. He wanted me to talk to him about some Red Queen configuration or constellation. I've never heard of such an astronomical term.
Interesting. He was captured by a vampire who had discovered his passion for astronomy. Intriguing.
What did he say about voices?
He constantly whined about the voice of his master, ordering him to do terrible things. He wanted to silence the voice by offering blood. My blood.
Interesting. So that's, like, the voices in his head is kind of similar to the way that our sire talks to us occasionally.
Why are you so nostalgic for your hometown, Tadao?
I was focused so much on making money, I almost forgot that my relatives and friends are threatened by this epidemic.
Have you heard anything from your family?
I was not only a bad landlord, I was also a bad husband. I've not seen my wife and son for years. Busy, busy, busy.
At least now you're ready to go back and see them. But don't be surprised if your son bears a grudge, sir.
You make it sound like you suffered from an absent father yourself, Dr. Reid. Well, I'll keep your warning in mind.
Hasn't seen his son in years.
Have you no friends at all?
Over the years, I'm afraid my greed turned me into my friend's adversary, while I became friends with my professional rivals.
Those you grew up with didn't share your views on money and success.
Would you believe I was once a member of poetry circles and an astronomy club? We were young, such joyful dreamers then. But I stopped laughing long ago.
Interesting.
Can you change? And is it what you really want? If so, it must come from within, not without.
I've seen what an altruistic gesture can do. Nothing forced you to save me, Dr. Reid, but you did. I will follow your example in these matters from now on.
There is no need to thank me. Rescuing a London citizen should not be out of the ordinary, though I'm afraid it may appear so in these difficult times.
You did not only rescue me, you fought for me. You put your life in danger to save me. That's quite extraordinary.
How will you cope if you're attacked again?
I don't know. I've heard about these men and women who patrol the West End every night, chasing criminals like my abductor. Maybe I should join them.
Fight against vampires after what happened to him. I mean, it's not an idiotic thing to do, really. I mean, it's fairly courageous and what you might be expected that you would do.
Tell me, Tadao, why was your abductor so interested in your passion for astronomy?
I don't know. We met a few times at the Royal Greenwich Observatory. He seemed to share my hobby. Then he invited me to his house and locked me in.
Interesting.
Yes, astronomy is a fascinating subject. When I was a child, my mother bought a small telescope for my sister and I. We spent many a pleasant evening stargazing.
Stars are not just dots in the sky, Doctor. They are the key to our understanding of the cosmos. They remind us how insignificant we are.
You're right. But children love magic and stories. I remember our mother told us constellations have the power to protect us.
Protection by the light of the stars. That's sweet. You remember the name of these constellations?
Pegasus, my mother's constellation.
Pegasus. It was the constellation my mother liked the most.
Memory's a strange thing. I can recite without hesitation the names of the 88 constellations. Yet I barely remember my own childhood.
Did he fake his interest in astronomy to get close to you?
No. In his madness, he spoke about a blood sacrifice to be made to his master when the stars aligned to a specific configuration.
Interesting.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Take care.
You're an interesting fellow.
I should leave.
I'm going to go back and talk to Lord Redgrave, but I'm not going to do that until next episode. So, who are you? Oh, it's Clarence. And then Charlotte Ashbury is there. Cool. I'm going to do that next episode, because we're already, like, over time now, and I don't know how long the fight is going to actually take up in the actual video, because I'm going to obviously cut down big chunks of it and all that kind of stuff. However, if you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time, where we're going to talk to Lord Redgrave and then probably level up a bunch, because I need to level up. Clearly, because that fight was way too hard. They were level 28, I'm pretty sure, and I'm sitting on 22, so I don't even know if I can get 6th level. I could probably get like about 6 levels for 6700 XP. I want to push myself up to at least 26, 27. That's the hope. In any case, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.